Hello viewers, welcome to my channel again, and today we are in the farm. So I've traveled to the farm to talk to some farmers. It's the minor season and it's almost ending. This is December, and so it's to get overview from farmers about the performance of the season, the rainfall condition, and how their crops are doing. So now I have an interview with a farmer, and he is asking me specific questions about his farm and my impression about the farm. Let's take a listen to the brief interaction I have with this farmer, and then we move to the next farm. Come with me. This is Kasongo village, and I'm taking some points of the farms, and one of the lead contact who is also the chairman or mobilizers of various community organization is Mr. Fred. So we are in beans and maize.
How does the farm look like?
The farm is looking good. Just that the rains have not been coming. So you would see that some of the stalks are taller than the others. So if there was a good enough rainfall, I think the crop would have been doing well. So this is what we are talking about when it comes to climate change. And climate, most farms have been affected for the short rain season. The rains have not been good. So if it was good, I think this farmer would have reaped a lot, or would have gotten about 3 sacks or 4 sacks out of the harvest. But as you can see, it's almost the end of the short season, and some of the stalks have not even reached my height. So it's a loss to the farmer.
Can you predict the weakness and the strength of the farm?
I can see that in terms of the strength, this farm has been weeded well, and the stalks have been planted in line, but not so much in a good line. They were planted interspread. So I think line spacing, we are talking about soil moisture and soil fertility. So a good line spacing, and also learning to plant perhaps 1 seed per hole would be good, because we are talking about soil moisture availability or water availability, which is not enough. So you can see also, beside the rainfall, if some agronomic practices were implemented, I guess some of the heights would have been on the same level. And also, I think some of the seeds were sown later, which is not so good. So it would have been good if all seeds were planted at the same time, and leaving space and a bit of a crowded farm.
Thank you so much for the word of encouragement.
Let's move to the second farm, which I visited in the neighboring community. So here would see that the crops of the maize is intercrop with beans, and although the season is almost ending, the height of the maize looks very short. And so I asked the farmer, why do you have your maize farm looking very young? Then I learned a new method or a new strategy called gabbing. According to farmers, this is an adaptation strategy. So at the onset of the season in September, the rains began, and midway in the season, somewhere in October, the rain ceased, and then subsequently the onset began again in November. So what they do is to re-sow seeds in or at spots where the earlier seeds failed to germinate. So they call it gabbing. So even though the season is late, or we are almost ending the minor season, we can still see that some farmers are trying to make use of the latter rains, so maybe they could harvest some crops maybe during Christmas or after Christmas. Now let's move to the next farm. The third farm we can see is located in a different region in the same district, and we can see that the rains have failed completely here. So this farm is almost dry. Do they have water close by? Okay. It's so dry. And now our fourth farm is located in the Nyando sub-county in Kenya. So all this while we've been visiting communities or villages in their farms in Kenya, particularly Western Kenya. Now in this last farm, it's striking that we can see that the crops are also relatively young, in the sense that the farmers just planted it, or it looks like a recent planting. Now the difference is this is not a gabbing method, because this farm is close to the river Nyando. So this is an irrigation farm. So farmers draw water from the river Nyando and then use it to irrigate the crops. So as we are walking around this farm, you can see, yes, they've cultivated beans, maize, and at the far end, their farmers have some vegetables like kales, black nightshade, amaranth. And let's take a very close look at some of the crops that are on the farm and how they are looking despite the irrigation strategy adopted to enable the farmer cultivate some crops. So we've come to the end of the tour. Thank you so much for joining me for today's farm visit. If you love this visit and if you love my channel and my video, please subscribe to my channel and follow me for more interesting videos on agriculture and the food systems. Also got interesting videos already on my channel. Check it out. Thank you, and then keep supporting my channel for more videos.